These are our stories from the driver's seat. Our opinions only, not our employers or school districts. Student safety and privacy always come first. So no names, faces, routes, or, you know that kid, details ever make it on the podcast.
Welcome back to School Bus Banter, your news edition, episode 18. Good morning, Jerry.
Good morning. How are you?
A little congested this morning, but we'll get through it.
Yeah, we always do. You got your sexy voice on.
I got my Phoebe sexy voice on.
My wife, every time I'll get up in the morning and like I'm regularly deep, but like in the morning, she's like, "My God, you need to go record a podcast right now." Or record an audiobook of like, and then she opened her blouse and he caressed my inner thigh. Oh,
no,
not that.
No, not those type books. No.
Oh, okay. So today it's the news episode today, tomorrow, whatever. And so we got three things we want to talk about. Just a trigger warning. The first one is not great. Unfortunately, it's about a bus driver that sexually assaulted somebody. But just want to talk about that and just kind of reflect on how fucked up it is. And we do have a video. Obviously, you won't see the video, but you'll hear the audio on that. And so, yeah. Any other thing you want to talk about before I play this?
No, this is going to be a tough one to get through.
Yeah. So 228, we'll listen to it and then we'll come back to it.
First at 5, emotional testimony from a Waukesha County mother. She told a courtroom what it was like tracking down her daughter's school bus, only to find her child on board alone with the driver. Former Pewaukee school bus driver Thomas Felser is charged with multiple counts of sexual assault. TMJ4's Waukesha County reporter Rebecca Clough was in court as Felser's trial got underway.
This is an extremely emotional case. Before it even started, some potential jurors cried hearing about the evidence. The first witness on the stand was the mother of one of those child victims. We do want to warn you, we are not going to show you that mother's face, her name, or her voice. And that's because we do not identify sexual assault victims, and we want to protect the identity of that child.
This case is about a bus driver who was entrusted with the safety of the students. And instead of getting them to their destination safely, he preyed upon them.
Thomas Felser is accused of sexually assaulting 4 preschool and kindergarten-aged children. The former Pewaukee school bus driver was also a longtime math and science teacher. The mother of one of the victims says she caught Felser with her child after the bus was late to drop off her daughter. She tracked the bus through a GPS app. You can see in this surveillance video, Felser is in the middle of the bus with his head down. We will not show you the victim, but they're in the seat as well. That's where the mother found her daughter.
I knew that it was completely out of the norm, and I saw the look on Tom Felser's face, and I saw the look in my daughter's face, and I wanted it investigated.
Police reviewed the video footage from the bus and say they found other children who were victims as well. Prosecutors say they will show other videos where you can see Felser touching children on the bus. Felser's defense attorney says his client is innocent and people are looking for something that's not actually happening.
Is how these videos are interpreted, the people looking at them, how they perceive them, seeing what, as I said, they want to see.
I could see her chest and it was beating, and I had strong suspicions that something had gone on. I didn't know to what extent. I just knew that for whatever reason, she was scared.
The trial is expected to take all week. In Waukesha, Rebecca Clough, TMJ4 News.
Okay, so that's rough, dude. First of all, how can you be a defense attorney? Like, there's
the first thing.
There's no,
first of all,
like, if I was a defense attorney, like, I wouldn't be able to do that case. I'd be like, okay, you think you're falsely, like, if it's obvious, if you look at the evidence. No, I'm not saying this is obvious. I'm not like
right.
Whatever, but like, you know, like a murder or a robbery, You have video of pulling a gun at a bank. Like, how can you defend that? Like, what a fucking piece of shit.
Hard pass.
Hard pass.
How can you not interpret it? You know, they said that they're looking at video and it's being interpreted a different way. There's only one way to. We are trusted to be with the children alone, and you don't come out of that driver's seat, which that's a good tagline to that's our other articles about
Yes.
too. But you don't come out of that driver's seat.
The problem with those cameras is you're not going to, if so, I'm going to say alleged because I don't know if the trial has gone on yet, but allegedly he touched them inappropriately. I don't know if you'd be able to see that with our cameras, depending on what seat it is and how the angle is, right? Like our cameras are pretty good, but there's times where I've viewed my cameras trying to catch a kid, eating, doing
Habitual
something.
Eaters,
Yeah, but and you
clearly he knew where his camera was because he chose to sit.
Maybe, yeah, I don't know.
Maybe
the problem is like, God, I feel there's got to be more victims, right? Just not on the bus. If he was a teacher and stuff like that, but like,
yeah, he was like all over the district.
My question is, how do you can't stop that? Like, he probably didn't have a record or anything, but it's just like, you think about the Catholic Church, right? And all those stories that have come out about like priests abusing kids. Do you think these people, they take these jobs to prey on these kids? Like, I mean, I do feel like it's a mental health issue and maybe you can disagree with me when people do this. I feel like they're fucked up in the head, and I don't know if they're like intentionally like, ooh, I'm going to take this job because I can be around kids, or they're just naturally drawn to those kind of jobs because of it. Yeah, both.
Thank God the mom knew the bus was late and followed it, because we wouldn't be talking about it right now. This could keep going on.
Or it could have been worse. She could have stopped something that was about to happen. That being said, what are your thoughts on parents being able to monitor their kids on the bus with GPS?
Yeah, good.
I think it's great. I don't know why our district doesn't do that.
Well, I mean, a lot of it you can see they either have the tags on their shoelace or it's in their, or their phone. We have those QR codes on our door. Do you know what those are linked to?
Those are only for the state inspection from the state police. So if you scan those, it'll tell you this bus has been inspected and has been certified safe for the road.
Oh, that's it. It has nothing to do with them, like location or who's supposed to be. Okay.
Yeah.
But, and then we are tracked, like back to the district as far as that. But I think a lot of my parents do know where their kids are on the bus route.
Yeah. I think you say a lot, but I bet it's less than a quarter.
No, I'm going to say half.
Really?
Yeah. My littles. Well, the other ones have phones. So yeah, they can be tracked through that.
Yeah, the older kids.
Yeah, and I allow the phones on my bus unless they're video or pictures,
You allow the phones on the bus for your elementary?
No.
Oh.
For the upper.
Well, yeah.
I can't monitor it. I can't. It's something, so I'm not going to. That's a battle I am not picking or going into on that. Just I make a statement though in the beginning and I say, you don't have my permission to take a video or picture of me nor any other students on this bus.
So funny you bring that up. Dude, I should post this story these kids wrote about me.
Write it down so you remember.
It's a weird story, the way they wrote it. Like, they're goofy kids. Like, it is interesting. It's hard to read, but it is, once you read it, I'll have to bring it in. But they took a picture of me.
Oh.
And when they presented it to me, it was the back of my head, and then you could see my face in the kid mirror, which they're good kids. I mean, they're great middle school kids. They're really great. But when they handed it to me, I'm like, hey, you can't take pictures. I mean, I don't take pictures of y'all. It's just, without their permission, at least. Like, if you say, hey, can I take a picture of you? And I say, yes, go for it. I don't care. But like, I didn't know that you did that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah. No pictures, no videos. But yeah, I'm all for if they want to figure out how to track their kids. I mean, go for it.
I think the district should do it personally. I mean, we have the technology. we do need to maybe get a tablet in there to add that. But I mean, if the bus can if the dispatch can track us, then the parents should be able to track us. So
yeah, it's very common in other districts, that's for sure.
Right. And just a word of warning to the parents. I mean, they're not listening to this, but who knows down the road. If it doesn't feel right, ask questions. Like, protect your child. You have a right to know, and it's a vulnerable place on that bus. There can be bullying, there can be safety issues, and then there can be fucking creepy ass drivers. So,
oh God.
Moving on, talking about food on the bus. So this is a video. It might be a little bit hard to hear, but the premise is a kid gets on the bus and he's eating, and somehow the mom, I think, was able to view this video, and this is a mom posting it. So yeah, basically, kid gets on the bus, driver asks him to stop eating, and then he gets out of his seat and has a discussion, and mom was really upset about this. So we'll play it and then talk about it.
Hey, no food on the bus. Hey, King.
Hey, kid.
No food on the bus. Okay. So what are we going to do? Just wait for you to eat that? Are you done? No food on the bus, King.
How did she get the video?
So here's the thing. Somehow the district let her view the video, and she must have recorded it.
Oh.
So that's what I was wondering. I'm like, this is why we don't let parents view. Like, well, somebody allowed her to record it too. So whether she was or she has a friend that is the dispatcher or something, because like, yeah, this is why we don't let this out, because you got other kids on that video too. It's not just your own kid.
Yeah.
So what do you think about all that?
Well, first of all, learn their freaking names. I was going to say that. Did he say kid?
He did.
Do you think he
said, hey, kid at the beginning, but then I think he called his name at the end. I think actually his name was Case.
Okay. Yep. You don't get out of your seat. You move on. Write him up later. This isn't a thing. This isn't anything to be upset about. It happens. Could be late for the school bus, so he had to bring a snack on. It happens to me, and you write them up when they're done. If that's a battle you want to pick, just be like, frequently I say no food on the bus due to allergies, choking, whatnot, and you chose to come on with a big old Pop-Tart, so I wrote yeah. That's it. Move on, and then we move on. I forget about it, and we move on.
So that video has 10,000 comments, and it's not going the way the woman thought it was going to go. A lot of defending of the bus driver.
Yeah, but you don't get out of your seat.
But so I agree, but now I defend the bus driver too. Like, other than like, he probably shouldn't have gotten out, but he didn't yell at the kid. Okay, he said, hey, kid, whatever. He may have been a sub. Who knows? Like, I'm trying to give the driver the benefit of the doubt. But, there was a lot of comment about it. Here's a comment. No sympathy for the kid. This is, no, that's not the right comment. She's commenting on, like, it's so much of her. But, yeah, there's 10,000 comments on this. So this is another reason why you shouldn't have a copy of this video, because it's just causing... she's saying racism. She hashtagged racism. And I'm like, I didn't see any of that from the driver. He didn't yell at the kid. He's like, hey, kid.
He did it, but that movement of getting out of your seat looked like he was just going to start something, He
did get out, not slow, but not fast. It was it did feel a little bit of aggression. I don't know. Yeah. I'm defending the driver. I actually don't hate that he got out. He leaned forward and is like, hey, we're having a conversation. Like, what are we going to do about this? You know what I mean?
Right.
Generally, our supervisor says, do not get out of your seats. I have gotten out a few times. and walked back and just and you can disagree with me, and that's totally fine. It doesn't hurt my feelings. And just be like, hey, we cannot do now. Not this year. That I had a route that was a little rough, and there were a couple times I had to pull over to the side of the road and be like, give me that phone. Or Like it was stuff that had gotten pretty extreme. It wasn't like, hey kid, stop eating. Like, I'm not gonna get out of my seat for food. I'd be like, bro, like, you can't eat on the bus. You know what I mean? So I know you might disagree with that, but
no, I haven't been in a situation where I've had to. Everything can be handled after.
Oh yeah, you're sure. You know what? You're right. Even the situation,
unless there's somebody's in harm.
Right. Even the choices that when I got up could have been handled after, but I was frustrated. I was pretty frustrated, and I probably won't do that anymore. My supervisor, when he talked to me, he was like, hey, yeah, you can't do that. I was like, yep, you're right. I can't do that. So it wasn't like I was in deep trouble, but it was just a reminder, like, I didn't say anything wrong to the kid. I didn't do anything wrong. It's just like, it's kind of an aggressive movement.
Yes. And it protects us too, because we can have that cooling off period, where I'm like, oh, somebody's eating it, just raises my blood pressure, or something like that, taking a video or something like that. And it protects us too by staying in our seat, and we can think about it later.
Yeah, that's a good point. Protecting us, covering our asses, because then it doesn't show us getting up yelling. I mean, we may yell from the seat, but yeah, I don't know. I'm fine with that bus driver doing that. Although the one thing that was weird to me, he blocked the rest of. Remember, he was blocking the rest of those kids getting on. I didn't understand that. It was kind of weird. I mean, I understand he wanted to. Maybe he thought the kid was going to come back to talk to him, but I don't know. That was a little weird too. But the rest of the kids seemed chill. Like it seemed like a chill bus. So I don't know. It was just kind of weird. So
yeah.
Any more on that?
No.
Okay.
I'm good.
So I started watching, and I'd really love to go to this. It's the School Transportation News Expo. This is a site I've been monitoring, and the expo is July 9th through 15th. I don't know where it is, but they posted an article about the NTSB recommending alcohol detection systems in school buses. So when you read that article, it's a little clickbaity, right? Because you're like, fuck. But no, it's true. The National NTSB called for alcohol detection system in all school buses with the release of its final report of March 2024 of a school bus crash in West Virginia, determining a drunk school bus driver caused the incident. I'm going to jump to try to find the stat. This guy was he was a .161, which is 4 times over the federal limit for commercial drivers, but it's like twice the amount for like regular drivers. So the stats, they say it's an increasing problem. The NTSB found that from 2015 to 2019, 118 school bus drivers nationwide were cited or arrested for operating a bus while impaired by alcohol, drugs, or a combination of both. Which sounds like a lot, right?
Yeah.
I mean, 118. Also, he said he found 28 incidents of school bus drivers arrested for either drunk driving or under the influence of drugs from 2024 to 2025 for the school year. For this year so far, August through April, Fisher has recorded 20 instances of school bus drivers being impaired. So my question for you is, and it doesn't say, I read through this article, is this after a random drug test and alcohol test that it's getting popped? Or is this something like there was an incident and you like pulled him over? Like, it doesn't clarify that. So to me, that makes a big difference.
It does. Like, did they get popped during one of their tests? Or, okay, either way, you can't drink and drive, right? Let's put that aside. Did they get, how are the statistics made?
Exactly. That's what I would like to dig in more, because me personally, this is my personal opinion, I don't think drivers should be tested for cannabis. Okay. I think if I used a gummy 3 weeks ago to relax at night and I get tested and I lose my job for that, I think that's wrong. Now alcohol is different. If you get randomly alcohol tested at 8 a.m. or whenever you're done with your route, and you come up with something, you're fucked, right? Because it's still in your system. But weed is so much different, and I've been a big proponent of that. Like they need to come up with a better test, or they need to like do something with that. That's just my personal opinion on that. But I want to know the stats if it was from a random drug test or from pulling it over. Because when you look at those numbers, that's a lot.
It is. It's staggering.
Sorry, I interrupted you.
Go ahead.
It's a lot if these were like being pulled over and they got arrested for it.
Yeah, if there was a traffic violation or something, got pulled over and found it. I mean, this is a hard one for me as far as our rights being invaded if they put this on the bus. I don't
see that. So thank you for bringing that up. That's huge.
It is, but look at our job though.
I know, but I honestly, I would not work for a district that had this. I don't even drink regularly. It would just be the right of like, if you think I'm in violation of that, have at it. Give me a test. But I'm not going to blow in this fucking thing like a piece of shit every day just to make sure I didn't get alcohol. I won't do it. I'll quit. I'll quit the industry.
Yeah.
I just won't do it.
I guess I am at a point in my life where I would never drink to that excess and where it would pop. So I would be fine blowing into it every day.
But it's the right. It's the principle.
But I understand that, but because it's me and I'm not going to pop it, then I'm going to do it. Like I'll do it because I like the job. I'm going to continue to do the job. I wouldn't quit.
Are you good with the government recording inside your house, even though you're doing everything legal? Yes or no? It's a yes or no.
With our phones.
It's no. It's a yes or no. You sure?
Sure.
Oh,
I mean, I don't care, I guess, because the phones record. I mean, we're being watched anywhere. So yeah, if they want to come and say we have to install this video into your, I'm going to live my life the same way.
Well, of course you are, but it's the principle of it.
Yeah, I know.
If you don't care about that, then go live in communist China then. Like, and I'm not even like this. It sounds like I'm a right-wing nut job. It's not even. I'm not even right-wing. I'm just saying
it's more important to you.
It's super important to me because at some point we get to a point where like, how many liberties are we going to end up being? We're losing it, and to me, it's not fair. It's disrespectful. Yeah. Again, if you think I am, go ahead. I have no problem with that. I want a driver caught if you think they are.
Yes, if you think they are, yes.
Yeah. But I mean, where do you draw the line?
It's just new. It would be. I don't know. I don't know where that. I would have to get way more information.
Well, of course.
Right now, for the sake of this podcast, I'm going to understand your right. However, I'm going to continue to live the life that I still do because I know that I never would pop it. You know,
well, the same with me.
I know, but I wouldn't either.
It's not where I'm not going to do that. I just not. I feel like I'm not going to blow into something like I'm some fucking criminal. I mean, where do you draw the line? I got to take a piss test every morning. You got to dip it to see. Like, I mean, what are we doing here?
I know.
I mean, if it becomes an epidemic, I get it. Then, like, I think we have another issue to work on, and maybe it's alcoholism, like, or whatever. But I don't know. I mean, are you going to make the cops do that? Are you going to make every teacher come in? And I guess it's a little different with teachers because they're not driving. But like, I don't know. There ain't no fucking way that this dude is going to blow into something. I'm just not going to do it. I'll quit. It's not, it is something that will be, I'm done. I'm out. Peace.
That's your game changer, huh?
I mean, I wouldn't care if I was 1 year away from retirement. I'd be like, deuces. Like, I'm out. Like, I'm just not going to do it. So.
That's a funny one.
We feel like we found out that Becky's a sheep in here, and she'll just do whatever. No, I said Becky. Whoa. Sorry. We just found out in here that Joe's a sheep, and she'll just do whatever what her boss tells her, and like, sure, I'll poop in this
Because
bucket every day for you.
Because I'm not doing anything illegal.
I
so
know.
the day that I decide to, do drink and get behind the wheel. No, that doesn't sound right. The day I do decide, no, if anything were to happen like that, it just, first of all, I don't live my life where that would,
Well, I don't
if
either.
we go out the night before and have that much to drink, I will be not even alive the next day.
You won't be making it. You won't be making it to the bus garage because you'll be dead. You'll be laying on the floor.
I'm already dead.
Right.
So when we get together on our Fridays and we go to our local brewery and have the 3/4 of the cup that I try and drink down, it's not gonna blow anything the next morning. And I usually don't do that if I have to drive the next morning.
Well, right. And same for me. It's just more of a principle thing for me.
I know. I know.
It's the government. There's something, I'm getting on government conspiracies. This isn't even a conspiracy, but there's something happening. Oh, and I have not watched it because I don't want to get in that algorithm, but apparently starting in 2027, cars are going to have AI cameras in the car, features where it can tell that if you're excited or your heart rate's going or whatever, it'll turn your car off and won't let you go.
Oh my God.
No, I don't know if it's true or not. We'll see. But, what happen? And people are like, well, what happens if it's an emergency and you got to get to the hospital because your loved one? It's not going to let you drive. It's just going to, anyways. So, yeah. If that happens, I'm not going to buy a new car because,
exactly.
It's just not going to happen. So, anyways, anything else on conspiracy theories before we go?
No, I think that got me thinking a little.
Yeah, if this got you thinking, email us schoolbusbanter@gmail.com or text us and tell Joe that she's a crackpot at 757-529-1574. And then we have a Facebook group. Join that for the discussion as well. Thank you for listening. I appreciate you guys so much. And as always, same bus,
same kids,
different stories.
Oh, for the love of Peter Murphy, please just say 10-4.
Who the fuck's Peter Murphy?
I don't know. I didn't want to say Jesus Christ. So.